Yo, what is going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of my NBA history simulation recreation. I don't know, I didn't think of a good name for it. But anyway, we are about to go into the 90s, in the final year of the 80s, going into the 90s. But at the end of the last episode, we saw a bomb hit the NBA, and we saw that Akeem Olajuwon has left the Chicago Bulls and joined the Charlotte Hornets, who are the current NBA champions. Isaiah Thomas picking up the trophy at the end of last episode. But so it's going to be interesting. I can't see anything past them winning it yet again. But we saw that Larry Bird has joined the Orlando Magic, and Magic Johnson is actually at a team, but he has lost all ability, it seems. We will actually show you that first and foremost. So we go to the Orlando Magic, which... Where's the Magic? Oh, here we go. So we've got Larry Bird in there, who is 94 rated at 32 years of age. But if we go down to right at the bottom, Magic Johnson has lost all ability somehow. But it's nice to see that he is actually in here. He's won obviously 2 championships in the simulation. Two champion. Wait, 1989? There's no way he was part of the... Wait, why is it saying that he won the championship in 1989? No, he didn't, though. I don't know. Magic Johnson's messed up in this. But anyway, let's get on to today's episode. And first thing we're going to do is check out the 1990 prospect scouting. And we see anyone that catches my eye. I had a feeling that 1990 would be pretty good, but I guess not. Derek Coleman I've heard of. Gary Payton I think I've heard of. But doesn't seem to be the best year. But obviously we are heading into the 90s, so which means we're going to see a very special Kobe Bryant hopefully have a good career in it. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into simulating the regular season. I truly believe that it's going to take something monumental to stop the Charlotte Hornets from making a dynasty and going for their second consecutive NBA championship, especially when they've got Isaiah Thomas and Akeem Olajuwon in it. It'll be interesting to see if somehow something changes with the Portland Trailblazers with Michael in. It seems like he is very much a one-man team and got probably one of the worst teams around him. I wouldn't be surprised if he miss out on the playoffs, unfortunately, as much as that pains me. And we'll see who is going to be the MVP. And it's going to be Patrick Ewing for the second season in a row, averaging 33.7 points per game, 1.8 assists, good amount of blocks, but 14 rebounds. Absolutely brilliant from him. We have Vlade Divac, who is the rookie of the year. We've got Ralph Sampson, who is 6th man of the year for the Heat. I think he got it last year, I want to say. 6th man in 1990, so no, he didn't. Patrick Ewing picks up the defensive player of the year. Most improved goes to Ronnie Cicali, and Herbert Augustin, who is, I believe, the Charlotte Hornets coach, who he is, and they went 76-6 again, I believe, for 2 seasons in a row. Look at that overall. 99 rated. I'm not too surprised by that. But anyway, let's have a look at the All-NBA first team. Michael Jordan is up in there. Larry Bird, even though he's at the Orlando Magic, is still in the first team. Patrick Ewing up in there as well. If we're going to the second team, Scottie Pippen, who is now 89 rated for the Nets. It'll be interesting to see how the Nets do in this, if they're in the playoffs or whatnot. David Robinson is in there, who is 93 rated. There's definitely some good players in this league now. Akeem Olajuwon, who is at the Charlotte Hornets, is in the third team. I haven't seen Isaiah Thomas anywhere, interestingly enough. We've got Scottie Pippen in the second defensive team. We've got Tim Hardaway, who this was his rookie season, doing very nicely. Doug West, 22 years of age. I don't think that's Doug West I'm thinking of. It just rings a bell. But it doesn't matter. Let's advance and go to and have a look at the playoffs. Let's actually start by looking at the NBA standings first. So Miami Heat leading the way in the Eastern Conference again. And one thing I do notice is, well, the Knicks have not got to the next one. Oh, it got 85 and 83 on their team. Interestingly enough. Not that I think that matters. Atlanta Hawks. Chicago Bulls did actually manage to get into the playoffs. Well, they've got Kenny Walker and Horace Grant, who is improving, but obviously they don't have Akeem anymore after he left to join the Hornets. Scottie Pippen, 89 rated. He looks like he's got an average team around him, unfortunately, so he's going to have to carry them. I'm just having a look in any team. Charles Oakley, 84 in there. Cleveland Cavaliers, did have anyone? They've got Kenny the Jet Smith. I think that's Kenny Jet Smith. Indiana Pacers, they still have Patrick Ewing, but they've got a half decent team with 290 plus players. Orlando Magic with obviously Larry Bird in there, and they do have Magic Johnson, but I doubt it gets much minutes, I'm not going to lie. And then obviously the Heat, who actually do have a very decent team. They've got Mike Aguirre, but they only got to the conference finals because they went out to the San Antonio Spurs. But they've got Moses Malone, Ralph Sampson. That's a nice team, you know. Watch out for the Heat. But anyway, we go to the Hornets, who obviously had the best record. Isaiah Thomas, 95 rated. They've got Akeem is 93 rated, but they've got an incredible team. Michael actually did take the Portland to second seed, and they just don't have a good team. They've added to their team because at the end of last episode I did see, but they had quite a thin team. But they need someone around Michael to really help him out. San Antonio Spurs, do they have anyone good this year? Not really, but they've had a decent year. Minnesota have a half decent team. John Stockton in there leading the way. Chuck Person, Karl Malone for the Kings. Is it the Mavericks who have someone decent? Where is it? It's the Bucks where Rodman is, right? Or is it not? I swear it was the Bucks. I don't know where he is. I have no idea. Houston Rockets, did they have any good? No. I actually don't have a clue where. Is anyone decent? Tim Hardaway is at the Clippers. They have Chris Mullin. I don't know where half these players are. Denver Nuggets, anyone? Not really, and this is why they aren't in the playoffs. Danny Manning is the best player for the Lakers now. The Lakers going through very much a transition period right now. But anyway, let's get on to the first round of the playoffs and see who goes out. Phoenix Suns have been eliminated. Bye-bye to them. Chicago Bulls without Akeem are now out. The Bucks are out. The New Jersey Nets are out. Bullets are out. Houston Rockets out, Dallas Mavericks are out, but that does mean that Michael is one step closer to the to becoming an NBA champion, but you have to beat the San Antonio Spurs, which is going to be interesting. Then they have to somehow get past the Charlotte Hornets. So let's simulate round. Cavs are out. Spurs are out, Indiana Pacers out, but Michael has now got to the conference finals. Ooh, this is actually going to be one of the best finals. Is because Charlotte Hornets. Well, I'll show you. If we go and play a game, please note the early games. Okay, continue. Okay, so if we look at the Portland Trailblazers and the Hornets, if you look at the Trailblazers, it is Michael that is these outstanding candidates. And realistically, there is no chance of Michael doing it by himself against the Hornets. Look at the Hornets. Isaiah Thomas, Moncrief, Dantley, Van der Weg. There's no chance. That is the best team. The Hornets are going to win, in my eyes. Whereas, to be fair, yeah, we'll do that. The Orlando Magic have a decent-ish team, with Larry Bird leading the way, but The Heat do have an interesting... The Heat could be the only team that can stop the Hornets. Just saying. But it is 1-0 to the Charlotte Hornets, and it is 1-0 to... you know what, we'll go 2-0. I think this is going to be wraps. It's 3-0 for both teams, and the Portland Trail Blazers out, and so are the Orlando Magic. 4-0 sweep, unfortunately. If we look at the box scores, game one, unfortunately, by about 42 points, Michael couldn't do anything in that. Like I said, it's not really going to happen. Michael Jordan in 22 on that one. In the third game, Michael hit 35, and Claxton did all right, but it's just too much less, and Michael picked up 38 points. But it is the Heat versus the Hornet. This is probably the biggest matchup. Let's go through simulate through a game. It is 1-0 to the Hornets. We're going to go into the second game, and the Heat have actually got a win. It's 2-1 to the Hornets. It's 2-all. It's going to game 5, and it's the Heat. Oh my god, we're going to have to simulate this. Right, simulate game. Put it on fastest, but let's get ready to click. Let's have a look. Let's slow it down a bit. It looks like the Hornets are going to get hit game 5. Yeah, easy. Absolutely easy. So it is 3-all, so it comes down to game 7. And let's go to Simcast. Simulate game. Oh, it looks like the Heat are taking an early advantage. Oh, it's close though. Right, let's slow it down. Oh, it looks like... Oh, God, it's close. 7 seconds to go, and it is the Hornets with the ball, and they are 2 points ahead. Let's jump in for the final 7 seconds. This is the first time we've jumped in a while. What we need to do is put the camera up, and we are going to put it on... Not the skybox. The skybox is 2... broadcast. Actually, no, we'll put it on 2K low. Yes. Okay. I wish I could turn off the whatever it's called, the era camera, but you're gonna just have to put up with it. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Oh, it's actually. Oh yeah, it is Charlotte Hornets. Isaiah Thomas, 20 points, 2 rebounds. He's going to go up to the line. Miami need Isaiah to miss this, but I have a strange feeling he's not going to. First one sinks it. Second one, he sinks it. It's now a 4-point lead. Miami need a 3. It's all over. The Charlotte Hornets, last episode, unfortunately, we didn't see the celebrations, but we are going to see it this year. They are 2-time champions within this simulation. They have retained their title, and to be fair, I did say at the start of this episode, and as soon as I saw Akeem join the Hornets, good. To be fair, he's a 2-time champion as well, but he's won it with 2 different teams, the Charlotte Hornets and the Chicago Bulls. Oh my god, wow.
The celebration is here, and this place is going crazy.
The animations are the same for any team, but it's nice to see teams actually win things. And I'm sure we're going to see Isaiah Thomas pick up the I was going to say the Larry Bird trophy, but it's not Larry Bird. Oh, it's actually Akeem that's going to pick it up. Fair. Well done, Charlotte. Very, very, very well done indeed. Right, we are seeing that they are the champions, and Akeem Olajuwon is the MVP in the finals. He is looking very good. That is his second NBA championship. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. That's what Michael needs. To be fair, Michael keeps dragging them to the playoffs, but it might be doing damage because he needs like a big prospect to join the Trailblazers, which is going to be interesting. But anyway, let's see the end of the season stuff. Anyone that noticeable that is going to be leaving the league? Not particularly. Right, let's go down to the draft lottery and see what is occurring. Okay, Pistons have a good chance. Lakers have a good chance. Lakers need something. Even the Celtics have a good chance of getting top pick. But no, it's the Atlanta Hawks. But Lakers do have a higher pick. But unfortunately, it's not the greatest of drafts. So what we're going to do is go down to the rookie signings. So when the draft gets completed, then we can have a look. And it is Gary Payton who goes to the Atlanta Hawks. And it's Kendall Gill, 78 rated, 22 years of age. That's not bad. Derek Coleman goes to the Warriors. I don't think there's anyone quite noticeable, unfortunately. Abdul Rauf goes to the Knicks, so we'll be having a look at that as well. But let's have a look at the free agency of who might be leaving. Patrick Ewing is a unrestricted free agent, so he could be joining someone big. I imagine he goes to the Trailblazers and we see Patrick Ewing and Michael Jordan. That would be fantastic. Karl Malone also has a good chance. There is actually quite a lot of overall high players. Doherty, who I can't remember who he was at actually, two-time All-Star. He played for the Indiana Pacers. But yeah, Patrick Ewing, also from the Indiana Pacers, but Doherty is restricted. Dumars, Chris Mullin, is that Chris Mullin? It is Chris Mullin, who is leaving the Clippers, unrestricted. So we are going to have a look at that. Let's go on to the next thing and let's see where people go. Let's just get rid of that. Free agency. So Patrick Ewing has gone to the Orlando Magic. He has joined Larry Bird. Oh my god. Okay, we are seeing two big powerhouse teams right now. The Orlando Magic and the Charlotte Bobcats, the Hornets. Potentially. Is there anyone... Tell you what, the Hornets are rebuilding. Hornets have now Karl Malone. Yeah, no one's stopping. No one is stopping this team. Look, it says something with Dominic Williams, Garland, Chris Mullin as well, and Dumars. Okay, Charlotte Hornets are winning every season. Wow. Even the Heat managed to get a couple of players as well. That's crazy. You know what, Michael, in the next time his contract's up, he just needs to leave. He does. He needs to leave. Did the Trailblazers actually sign anyone on a free agent? Oh shit! I don't think they signed anyone. Wow. Actually, we'll see. Trailblazers. They've signed Moody. They've got 4 players. They are awful. To be fair, Michael has actually gone down to a 95 from a 96. So let's actually have a look at his player card, see how he's done. He's averaging fantastic points per game throughout his career, but he's just at a team that's just crap. And it is really stunting his progression. But the thing is, I think he's got a 2-year contract still. So it's sad to see. It's sad to see. But anyway, that is going to wrap up this episode of our NBA history recreated. If you guys have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, rate, but until next time, goodbye.